Hi Boro fans, it's Guesty on Thank Feck It's Friday. We're going to run this over the summer, just bringing you some Boro news, some news that you most probably know all about, and some world news, stories that's going in and around the football world. So for this show we're going to start off with the news that Darren Randolph has pulled out of the Republic of Ireland squad for next week's friendlies. I believe they're against France and the USA. He's pulled out because he needs a minor operation somewhere in the abdominal area. So he's pulled out of them to make sure that he's 100% fit for the start of next season. Good luck, Darren. We've got a few players at the moment in the last year of their contract. We have Dimmy, Fabio, Grant and Downing all in the final year of the contract. Are we going to cash in any of them? Have any of them got any value at the moment? Or is it worth keeping them for another season, for them to go on a free next year? Because I think they're all of an age now where I can't see the Boro offering them another contract at the end of this one. So will the Boro cash in? I'd like to think we'd keep hold of a Downing for another season. Ledbetter, as he had his days with the Boro. Dimmy, like I keep saying, Dimmy has the best seat in the house every week. You know, these are all players who are deep to our heart, like Fabio, Dimmy, Grant and Downing. So whether they're going to stay for another year or not, like you say, it's all down to this new guy, this Adrian Bevington. We have players returning back from their loan moves, and there's a few surprise names in amongst them. We have Barragan, Antonio Barragan returning from Spain, Dessart returning from his homeland, Belgium, and we have Fletcher and Braithwaite. They're all arrived back at the club. I don't know if any of them players will be seeking permanent moves now they're back at the Boro, but I can't see none of them, apart from Braithwaite, having a future at the club. Fletcher looks most probably at an age where he'll get loaned out again. Dessart, who is he? He signed in 2016. I don't think we've seen nothing of him last season. So, and Barragan, we've got the best man to take the throw-ins now. So Barragan, you can't even take a throw-in, mate. So I think you were just obsolete. You need to go find yourself a club, mate. Tavernier and Wing should also be back at the club. Tav, he started to push his way into the first team before Pulis came along. I think he scored a couple of goals and he was looking really promising, Tav. Lewis Wing, he played in a few of the cup games who I really liked. We got Lewis from non-league football and he did look a really good prospect. So I'm hoping he's come back from Yeovil with some glowing reports and hopefully he can make a push to get in the first team squad. Also, an old Boro favourite, the only manager to bring silverware to the club, Steve McLaren, has now joined QPR, his latest club, and I'd just like to wish Steve all the best, and I still can't thank him enough for what he brought to the club and what he done for the club. The Spanish boss, Julian, whatever his second name is, I can't even spell it or let alone say it. Looks like he's going to be calling Adama Traore up to the squad because Spain will have 6 players from the Real Madrid squad missing for next week's friendlies. So with Adama being called up to train with the squad and have a run out with them, it looks like he might get called up to the Spanish squad for the up and coming friendly. So hopefully, Adama, you get a run out for your country. All you fans, Boro fans, Sunderland fans, Leeds fans, just a bit of news for you. Championship attendances are up again. The Championship has seen its highest individual growth, with attendances grown by almost 210,000 to over 11.3 million. Across all 552 matches in the second successive season that the Championship clubs have surpassed the 11 million mark. In addition, clubs welcomed an average gate of nearly 20,500 spectators in 2017 to 18 season. That's a big well done to every fan who gets up and goes out and supports their championship team, well done everyone, well done all the fans. Seen a little message earlier on, just like to throw it out there to you Boro fans. Tony Pulis, must he swallow his pride and ensure that the 26-year-old Martin Braithwaite is in the Middlesbrough 11 next season? I don't know the guy who wrote it, but what he's saying is he played 10 times over in France for Bordeaux, and apparently he was quite successful. So will there be room for Martin Braithwaite in the Boro squad next season? The way this guy's wrote it, where I thought it was Braithwaite who had a problem with the club and he wanted to leave, the way this has been written is that it was mainly Pulis who didn't want him at the club. So just one for you Boro fans to comment about, would you like to see Braithwaite back in the red of Boro? And we're move on to some other news. We have the playoff finals over this bank holiday weekend. Obviously, I wish we were there. We have the Villa-Fulham game tomorrow, which could go either way. Like you say, Villa, very organised, very compact, great experience, full of experienced players. Fulham are a better footballing side, they play more expansive football. They're a team of individuals. They have Sessegnon, but they also have Craney and MacDonald in the midfield. MacDonald in the midfield will try and run the show for Fulham and to keep them ticking over. So that'll be one really tough game to call. Then on Sunday, we have the promotion game up to the Championship between Rotherham and Shrewsbury. Like you say, Shrewsbury have had a great season. I think they finished nearly 10 points in front of Rotherham, but it's a final, and that, like you say, that can go anywhere. Anyway, and the final playoff game to be promoted into Division 1 is between Exeter and Coventry. Coventry have had success at Wembley on a couple of occasions. Exeter, they're in the final for the second year running. But like I can see Coventry coming through that one. I have some other news, which is the Champions League final, which is Liverpool against Real Madrid. Two European giants. God knows how many European Cup wins between themselves. Last time they met, 1981, Liverpool turned them over. Alan Kennedy in Paris. Alan Kennedy scored with a left foot screamer. On current form, Liverpool absolutely flying. Real Madrid scored 6 the other week. We're winning 2-0 last weekend and threw it away to draw 2-2. Both teams seem very vulnerable at the back, so for a change, are us fans going to be in for a treat in the European Cup final? I hope so. I hope it's a good game. So this has been Thank Feck It's Friday. Hope to join you and see you again next Friday.